Hello, my name is Ruta and I'm an emotional well-being practitioner and a holistic womb healing enthusiast. So today I continue with emotional alphabet, and what I wanted to talk to you about was the topic of forgiveness and also how grief plays a role in that. If you, like me, have been interested in spirituality and found all of these topics of positive thinking, then also law of attraction, and how the thoughts and the feelings that you feel gets back to you and how they become mirrored back to you, probably one very difficult thing in your life has been being angry person, or kind of admitting and owning fact that maybe there is someone that you cannot forgive. Because in many of those ideologies, forgiveness is quoted as something, when you forgive yourself, you forgive also others, you release this energetic charge of something that when you keep in yourself and you cannot forgive someone or yourself, you keep in yourself that energy of not forgiveness, of this kind of vengeance or hurt or pain. And that energy, because you cannot forgive, it kind of is part of you and therefore attracts the circumstances that are reflective of that. So most of us, when we start with the spirituality and self-knowledge, we kind of almost, you can say, like pretend we forgive, like, okay, no, I just forgive that person is okay, I don't want to be angry with them. Or let's say we make some mistakes or we do something that causes us in a great deal of pain, and after that we cannot forgive ourselves, but we say, no, I love myself, I forgive myself, it's fine, because we want to have this tick mark that we have forgiven other people or we forgave ourselves, and we don't have this energy into our field. The problem with that is when we do that, when we don't completely mean it, we very often skip a step. The step that is usually necessary for real forgiveness is allowing yourself period of grieving, allowing yourself period of being angry. So the forgiveness and grief was something that I came across or revisited quite recently. I was reading a very nice book called The Heart of Life by Jez Hughes. I'm going to put in description the name and the title of the book. If you wanted to read that book, you're welcome to. I highly recommend it. And there was this very interesting new thought about forgiveness, and that first of all, before you even attempt to forgive, what you need to do, you need to allow yourself to kind of tell yourself and almost also tell the person that you cannot forgive and why you cannot forgive, and allow yourself that period of being angry with that person and feeling the grief, like a hurt and resentment. And once you do that, then you allow that energy, you kind of embrace that energy, like, you know what, I'm angry with you, you hurt me, I cannot forgive you, I'm angry with you. So when you admit to that fact, you give the space for that emotion. Or even for yourself, when you say, you know what, I cannot forgive myself because I've done that or I've done that, and you embrace the fact that actually at the moment I'm in a resistance of forgiveness, you actually give a space for that emotion to be. And what happens eventually, resentment and grief stays there, and after some time it actually dissipates. And when it dissipates, kind of forgiveness happens naturally. And the forgiveness doesn't have to be something very dramatic. Forgiveness can feel very simply like the charge is gone and neutrality comes in. So it looks like, for whatever the reason, when you think about that person or you think about that event, you don't feel that stinging sensation either in your heart or in your throat or wherever else the energy was stuck. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to share this with you because this was something that I had to revisit quite recently. I've been on a spiritual and emotional wholeness, holistic path for quite a while, and there were many schools of thoughts that I happened to come across. Actually, this was something that I think I probably have suppressed. Like, no, actually, I'm not angry with that person, and I'm not angry with that person. They done something wrong, but I forgive them, and I'm okay, and they're not okay. But then I realized after reading that book and the chapter in the book that what I was doing, I was kind of trying to put myself good marks for being a forgiving person, when actually in reality within myself I was still kind of keeping this feeling of like, oh, you done something to me, you owe me, or I have done something bad for myself, I owe myself to punish myself, that kind of thing. And when I kind of allow that process of, okay, you know what, this and this and this and this person I keep on thinking about, and I keep on thinking that I cannot forgive them for something, when I allow myself to actually admit that, to feel that, and to give space for that, what has happened, I actually started to feel this suppressed emotion coming into my body as kind of like intense energy, and then even like a hurtful feeling, hurtful emotion. And then I spent some time crying. I spent some time allowing myself to even make a statement why I cannot forgive them. And then I actually integrated all of that. This is something that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for watching. This was Ruta, emotional well-being practitioner and womb healing, holistic womb healing enthusiast. Have a nice evening. If you have any questions, please feel free, put your comment below or email me directly. Bye.